Hello and welcome to the new video. Today we're going to take a look at the new Oricorio in the what's called Love Cup. They just added now all the new Pokemon from Alola that are also either pink or red, which are like the Litten line, which are 3, the Lycanroc, which I sadly already powered up to Ultra League level, the what's called this thing here, the Oricorio, and the Oricorio has actually 2 forms that are available. This form is available, and I think the Psychic form is also available. Of course, I only have the Fire one in Europe, which, I mean, is fine. At least I can showcase this real quick. And actually, it went way better than I expected. Like, I went actually pretty positive with this, which I definitely take, which I didn't expect. Of course, this Pokemon is not really good, but it's definitely way better than an open Great League, which I tried prior. Like, here are way less hard counters to this. Of course, you have Macago, for example, but you also have stuff like Ariados, which you usually beat easily. You have a lot of fighting types in the meta. You have charm users, well, and you have fire types, so this Pokemon actually worked out pretty well. But of course, like, if you think about fire and flying types, there's also something like a Charizard, speaking of the devil, but also like a Talonflame, which are both just better. So yeah, it's not gonna be the best Pokemon that you're ever gonna use, but also I at least had some good positive sets with this, which is, well, basically all that matters for me. And here we can shield this, we can farm down, and we see a Crawdon coming in. Can a Crawdon take one such bomb? Of course not. And at this point, my opponent kind of lost, I guess. Medicham. Gonna be close, but I think we win this game. Maybe not, who knows, depends on how we play this right now. I'm gonna be able to catch the move here perfectly fine. That's very nice. The Psyche coming through. Another one will not KO us, but my opponent catches the move as well, which I don't really mind too much, I think. I can still get to my next Psychic in time, and I should not shield this. Yeah, don't shield this. He goes for Power Punch, and this point is basically over, so a good game there. He had to hope that I would shield the baited Power Punch, and then I don't know what he wants to do. But yeah, good game there. We see the Electrode here. We can go for some nice Sludge Bombs. But yeah, in general, I had great success actually with this team, which I didn't expect. I went, I think, always, like I had 4 sets. I think I went always positive, but one set, I think one set I went 2-3. But I also had, like, I think 2 4-1s in there. I don't think I got a 5-0. But I mean, that's totally fine for having basically a complete garbage Pokemon in there with the Oricorio. But I mean, I just take it. Here we have the Crustle, which is of course a problem for Oricorio, but now here we see Oricorio can take on this Clefable, and we can go for the Hurricane, getting rid of this Clefable by Clefable. And yeah, the Crustle of course cannot do anything against me. We can go for one Power Punch or something, and we should be fine to farm him down now. Very easy game. And yeah, you can get to another move, which doesn't matter because it doesn't KO. X-Scissor is not that powerful, especially not against an XL Medicham. Next up, we have the Lycanroc. What I said before, this one is available, and this one has the Rock Throw move as a quick move and not counter, which I think is interesting. I don't know why, to be honest. I actually don't know why. You would win against Talonflame no matter what. You would win against the Cargo easier with counter. I guess for the Ariados and bug types it's better, because usually that would be resisted, but I don't know actually. Let me take a look real quick and see if it's recommended by PvPoke. I cannot see that this is recommended by PvPoke, to be honest. But yeah, like, this is definitely the best Pokemon that got newly introduced from Alola, but yeah, it's currently at rank 15, and yeah, PvPoke says counter is better and the other move is not as good. So yeah, I don't know. I don't really see the reason why you should ever run it with the Rock Throw unless you want to really counter down those Talonflames, but you already win there with the counter and Stone Edge, I think. We have a Medicham against us, which is kind of a problem here. I think he goes for a Power Punch. I can go for one Psychic here, and I think we should win this game, shouldn't we? We can go for that. Doesn't KO, but we can farm down easy peasy. And we're gonna see Oricorio against Slowbro. Yeah, by the way, I can talk a little bit about how I built this team. I kind of shouldn't have swapped out here, to be honest. And we see the Scissor coming in. That was a mistake by swapping out there, because my only answer kind of to the Slowbro is my own Slowbro. So yeah, That was not really smart, and here we got him low, but like not really low enough, and now it's a little bit tough. But usually what I wanted to do is here, the thing is with Oricorio, this thing is basically garbage. I kind of wanted to use it as, I don't know, like maybe get a shield in the lead, maybe get him low in the lead and just stay in the lead, and then try to align my Pokemon in the back, because Medicham good against rock types, steel types, whatever, and in general a good Pokemon, and the Galarian Slowbro is good against Charm users, so I thought this would be a good combination together, just like as a pairing in the back. I just try to maybe either get a switch advantage or shield advantage, or the Oricorio in the lead, which usually, I don't know, it worked sometimes kinda-ish, but here, sadly, he can farm us down. He survives with 1 HP in Dream. Sadly, we will not be able to win this game, just so barely, but there was nothing I can do with anything else outside. We see a Scrafty. Against Scrafty, we are usually pretty good, I think. We can go for one area ace. We have to shield the first one, actually. Otherwise, he can counter me down. I don't really want... I mean, I shouldn't have shielded that, actually. Yeah, that was stupid. I would have survived one. Yeah, I mean, I kind of guess I just want to farm him down now, which is fine as well. We can go for a Hurricane now against whatever he brings in. It's gonna be a Macargo. I don't want to go for a Hurricane here. So we just gonna swap out, and he goes on the overheat, KOs me because we don't have a shield left. And at this point it looks a little bit tough, because he can now align his Pokemon. He actually goes for another overheat here, which is weird because he's double debuffed. This will still do some damage, but not as much. And we see the Ariados coming in. We have to bait here, otherwise we have no chance at all. We go for the bait, and we lose the Impeta here. We still survive the launch though, which is cool, but we are already so low, there's no way we can destroy this Macargo anymore. All the moves are resisted by the Oricorio, so good game there. Oh wait, does this Hurricane KO? Even resisted Hurricane, gonna destroy the Macargo there. Bye bye! This is the cool thing about Oricorio, at least this thing has an insane damage output, but cannot take anything anyway, so... Yeah, it's a fun Pokemon to use. Like, I actually like using it in this cup. Of course, it's never gonna be a good Pokemon though. Like, there's nothing really that pulls us apart from the others. Like, where's better here? For example, I got the Energy Lead. Tough answer there with the Lickitung against us. So we can go for the Splash, but we see another Medicham coming in. Go for the bait here. I hope that he shields, and he actually shields, which is nice, but it's still gonna be a tough game to win. We can let this Power Punch go through, which is funny. And I'm now gonna shield this, which was stupid because it was kind of clear there was a Power Punch. I'm just gonna go for the Psychic here. I think I can farm down afterwards, which I should be able to. I'm just gonna shield here, and he doesn't get to another move really. And he swaps into the Lickitung, which is smart, but we are 1-time boosted. We can go for the Psychic in time. We can still keep our Medicham, I guess. Do I? I farm a little bit more down. We can just farm down into my opponent. Surrenders here. I remember this as well. And a good game there to my opponent. Medicham lead. Of course, it's the best possible lead for the Oricorio. Oricorio still loses, I think, in every single scenario if the opponent baits you or like goes straight for the Psychic and the zero shields, because Oricorio cannot take a single move. Where we see the Lickitung coming in here. Kinda wanted to farm down, but I don't think we can do this really in time here, so actually I'm gonna farm down. Never mind, we're gonna be able to do this. And I'm just gonna go for the bait here with the Power Punch in the Medicham. And my opponent guessed that, and yeah, now he definitely gonna shield this next one because it's double boosted, so we're in a bad spot. But we're gonna swap out into Oricorio, and we see the Alomomola coming in. And this is not really a decent spot for me. Of course, I could have like let my Medicham go down, but I was like, okay, I have 2 good answers against the Medicham in the back. I should be fine here. He goes up Psychic as well, which is kind of unlucky. And now I kind of have to try to catch. There's not a lot that I can do without catching. I think one Psychic already does so much damage, and I don't think it helps, and I cannot catch in time, so it's gonna be also a loss, sadly, because we couldn't catch the Psychic there. We had to, because now he can get to move anyway in time and wouldn't get to another move now, and he survives again with 1 HP in a Dream. Another very close game that we barely lost there. Good game to my opponent. We see Ariados lead. That's a good lead. That's what we want to see. We see the Electro switch in, which is always something where I have no idea how to play against, to be honest. Like, this is something where it's like always awkward. He goes at least for Hyper Beam, which is good. Now I can go for the Psychic to KO him, but it's always such an awkward scenario. And now we're gonna see the Ariada's coming back in. I'm just gonna bait here because he expects me to go for Psychic because I overfarmed so much. And we get this in, and we can go for the Psychic here as well. We know that we're gonna survive one move. We know that we already put him into the range for one Psychic, 2 KO. And we gonna see the thing going just down, and we see the Scrafty coming in. There was nothing he could have done there. Our team would have destroyed, and there we see a Macargo in the lead, which is not very good, but maybe we can go for the bait here. Macargo lead, especially with the rock throw, is always a little bit tough. Actually, no, rock throw is actually better for me in my opinion, because it generates energy not as fast. We can get a shield here at least again, and we have a shield advantage now. And rock throw is at least better against Machamp. It's just very horrible for the other Pokemon, but just like it dies anyway. And here I was too late, and at this point already I knew it's gonna be a double charm team again, and I have literally no play at all against double charm with this team anymore. Because yeah, of course, like Macargo double charm, like one charmer beats my Machamp. The other one can kind of deal with the other thingy there, with the Galarian Slowbro, and here was nothing really that I could have done there. It's just a hard counter team. Another very bad lead with the Macargo. We see a Ledian coming in. I was like, huh, this thing generates energy a little bit slower than me. Of course, it can go for Aerial Ace, which has lower needs less energy than Sludge Bomb. But I think I'm gonna outspeed him. And seeing the damage of the Poison Jab kinda tells me that I should be able to KO him with one Sludge Bomb, which should be a very decent scenario here for me now. As this is gonna KO, we can realign our Pokemon. We don't have to use the Macargo against the Macargo with the Oricorio. He goes for a move here, most likely a Psychic. Actually, yeah, it's a Psychic here, and my opponent swaps out. When sadly he got a move into my Oricorio, which is very bad, and I make a very stupid mistake here now. You're gonna see me going for the Power Punch while the CMP tie, and I thought maybe I get to the move before. Like this, I'm not gonna be able to get to the Psychic in time, and this is a very big problem, as this thing is now very, very low, but I don't have a lot of health on my Oricorio. But does this actually KO? And actually KO'd. I actually didn't expect it at this point of time that we would still win this game. Another Macargo lead, wow. But holy hell, I didn't expect that the Aerial Ace would do like nearly 50% to the Machamp. Yes, super effective, but A, Machamp is bulky, and C, and B, the Aerial Ace is completely a garbage move. But yeah, I guess, and C, the Oricorio's high attack stat, so very nice Oricorio. I actually like this Pokemon. I don't really mind it. It's a funny Pokemon to use. Of course, it's not meta, but we're in a off season anyway. So yeah, this is fine, and we can align our Machamp now against this thing. And we see the Slowbro here, but yeah, this was a little bit tough. I have to bait here. My opponent, of course, knows he doesn't have to shield this. I have to bait again, and sadly, I had a lot of lag there, which is really not cool. He had like a leg there, and he gets like an extra move in there because my game was completely clunky all of a sudden, which was not very cool. But at least I can KO him here, and we can still survive one move from the Macargo. But we actually would have won this if we didn't lag there and my opponent didn't get an extra move through, which he shouldn't have at this point. And I like lagged some turns there because then I would have had enough to counter him down or get to another Power Punch. But yeah, this is the game we play. That's why we're currently in the interlude season, even though I don't know when they're gonna change something. But what they changed, at least recently, is the queue times. Like now you search for people that are in a wider range, so you have way less queue times, which is a very good feature. At least so this season, I don't know if they're gonna revert it back when it's actually about ELO, but they have to definitely change something with the queue times, because before waiting 10 plus minutes for a game was not fun in higher ELO. Main reason why I always tanked, like if I like the thing is there, like you saw me tanking in the last, I don't know, 3-4 seasons all the time, like 200 plus games. I don't tank because I want to tank and like play against weaker opponents or anything like this. I tank because of queue times. Like for me, if I would play the entire time against like 3,300 plus people and have queue times below like 10-20 seconds, I'm fine with that. Like I like to play against good, like the better opponents up there. I don't mind this. Like I was already rank 1 on the leaderboards prior. I don't need, like, I'm fine with competition. That's like fun and way more better to like showcase as well. But I'm not gonna get all my battles in. Otherwise, if I have to wait now like half an hour, sometimes even for a match. When I was rank 1 in the leaderboards, I sometimes had to wait more than an hour for a single match. It wasn't possible at all to even finish your sets every day. I even tried, even though I was like then like more than 80 points away from it. Like, it was not possible. Like, you just couldn't get more than one game in like every hour, which is like insane. But yeah, like it's not as bad right now, like if you're like higher up, but it's still like, if I have to wait 5 minutes or something to find one battle, I know I just have to tank, because it's also when League changes, where I always make a video, it's like 10 PM my time, so I don't only have 2 hours to do all my battles, and it's just not possible otherwise. But yeah, right now they changed it, which is cool, and we can win this game easily. Thanks all for watching. See you next video, which is gonna be a lot of fun, by the way, so be hyped for that. Bye.